Giggly Friday intro. Welcome to my desk. It is Friday evening, time to do some art. I have to put my phone up on its stand. There we go. So, what are we going to do tonight? Well, I got more happy mail. This came from Lloyd Beth. And I got inspired this afternoon to do a happy mail game. This is a page that I did this morning in my stream. I doubt if we'll be working in this, but this goes into my desk scatter journal. I'll put it up above here. So let me get over to my channel. Jacqueline was on this afternoon, late evening. I think that's going to be a regular thing with her. I'm going to have to check that out to make sure if I can put it on the schedule. Got 5 of you out there. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Let me skip the ad and set the quality up. Quality. If I do this right after I come in, then hopefully it's set. And let me set the chat filter to all messages. And there's Becky. Hi, Becky. Let me adjust my camera a little. I'll explain this game after I open this happy mail. Let's open this. Came from Lori Beth. Completely surprised me. I took a nap after my stream this morning because I get up like at 3:30 and I'm tired after I stream. And I asked my brother after I woke up, I said, "Did I get any mail?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "You were sleeping. I didn't want to disturb you." And he went and got it for me. And here it is. Let's open it up. I opened Happy Mail from Linda Rentz this morning. And I think this is sealed all across here, so I think I can cut it better. Hopefully. Yeah, it's sealed in here. So Lori Beth and Goldie, I have their logbook all packed and ready to go, all packaged and everything. I'm just waiting for my retirement check to come in next week so I can mail out some stuff. All right, let's see what's in this. Happy Mail. Hi, Bonnie Lipke, welcome in. You're new to me. Hi, Jacqueline. Bonnie, you're new to me. Welcome in. Glad you could join us tonight. Hi, Teresa. Welcome in, lady. Oh, just look at all the yummies. Look at all the yummies, she said. And there's more. Oh, my goodness. And there's more. Oh, this is a die cut. I think it might be stuck on the... I hope I didn't. I think it's okay. It's a pretty little die cut. Oh, I got a little piece of it that was stuck on there. And let's go ahead and open it down the side here. And I like to use these envelopes as a journal, in a journal. Oh, I might be cutting something. Oh, did I cut the card? I think I cut the card. I might have to repair that. Oops. Lori Beth. I'm so sorry. I'm trying not to show the address. You've been just a subscriber. You don't get on YouTube much. Well, welcome in, and thanks for popping in. There are a lot of nice ladies and nice folks, not only ladies. Every now and then we have a gentleman visiting us. Oh, let's see. I don't think I can show the, well, if I hold it there. I think she turned an envelope inside out, and there's an address on here, so I don't want to show the address. So very cool. Thank you. Let's see. I'm going to have to repair the card. She made a beautiful card here. Spring card with gold stars and a kind of a flourish. That reminds of ironwork and some bird stickers. And she says, Meri, don't tear this card up. Dear Meri, I just wanted to thank you for all your kindness. Well, ditto. And generosity to me. Well, ditto and Goldie. Steph. We have had so much enjoyment. Is that a word? From being members of your channel. I may not always catch the lives, but I always watch the replays. Well, thank you. And I really have fun trying out your ideas. I hope they're more successful than mine are sometimes. I got a paper punch edger from Cindy, Loves Jewelry and Paper Crafts. I've never had one before, so I made a lot of fun cuts for you. Oh, thank you. If you want to use them, well, of course I do. Thanks for all the great ideas and keep crafting. I love to hear you laugh. Oh, thank you. It's what first made me subscribe to your channel. Oh, thank you, Lori Beth. And I've got a little part of this, but I don't think I damaged it too much. It just, a little of it fell off here. So let's see what she sent. There's an envelope here with a little bird sticker seal. Oh, what did she send? She sent some goodies. I love how she did this envelope. There's a little button tag there. And there's some goodies in here. Some little sticker goodies. Oh, thank you, Lori. This is so sweet of her. A little round. This looks like a Meri cassette painting. I love that. She's one of my favorite artists. She's American, but she studied in French, and she does a lot of mother and child art. And I'm going to put that with it. Bonbons. Yummy bonbons. We made bonbons when I was younger. Really good. We'd put walnuts inside of them. Probably because they were cheaper back then. Bonbon cookies. Oh, she sent a lot. Sent a little playing card. The number 8. And a stagecoach. Oh, number 9. And some little tag punchies. Oh, she sent a lot here. There's that little button. I don't want to lose him. And what is this? It looks like a little mini journal. My name, Meri, my address, my school, by Steph Goldie, who something best, something 2025 trade. Oh, look. Oh, it's a Is this another one of those hidden paper clips? It is. Another little. I like how you guys do this. Very cool. And there's a little note card, pretty little note card. Let's put this back on here. This is really cool. I'm going to have to learn how you guys do that. I don't generally like paper clips, but I'm liking this. And some little punches here. She said she got a die cut, so she's been playing. There's a rooster. Looks like she punched it out of a magazine. Oh, it's on this side. Maybe she fussy cut that. Looks like a punch. She's good at fussy cutting. Little fences. Little bee. Little yummies. And look at this. Isn't this cool? Wow. You would never know that that's a magazine image. I really do like that. Look at all of this. Oh, look at this. Isn't that cool? Ooh, I love this type of art. I love this. That says Meri all over. And some more little tag yummies. All right, Lori Beth, thank you so much for everything. Look, it's a tin box. I think it's a tea box. I think that's a tea box there. Very cool. Thank you so much, Lori. Oh, a card, no, and a little corner pocket. Wow. Let me get these. And some, oh look, these must be the edge. 4 pieces. Remove staples gently. Wow. Wow, look at these borders. These are cool. Wow, thank you so much, Stephanie, for everything. Not Stephanie, Lori Beth! I got those two on the brain. And let's just put all of this in the folder here. Thank you, Lori Beth. And what I'm going to do here is a Happy Mail game, because I don't get to thank people enough. I don't get all the returns done like I should. So what I'm going to do, I need a piece of paper here. Let's just open this. And this is just I don't like these plastic covers. I took it off. I unbound it. But just let me grab, well, let's just grab this. And take 2 out. And what I want to do, let me show you. I'm going to play a little game. I gotta grab it here. This is just some Happy Mail that I've received, I think in the last year, probably. We'll see. And what I'm going to do is, and I have some of my own Happy Mail in there. I'm not counting mine. Postcards that I sent to myself. So what I want to do is take a pencil, a pen, and I got one out this morning and I promptly lost it already. Is it over here? We'll try this. And let's grab another sheet here. Is I'm going to make a list of people who sent me Happy Mail. Now I'm not going to get too involved here, but I do want to make a list. So we're going to start with Lori Beth. Let's just number it down. Happy Mail list. And if somebody happens to send me more than one, their name will get on here twice. Each time they send me something. So let's just number down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We'll stop there. We'll put Lori Beth right here at the top. And then Linda Wren sent me Happy Mail that I opened this morning. Let me get that out. So this was Linda Wren's. I have to move some stuff here or I'm going to have a craft-a-lunch. Now, I know some of you have sent me Happy Mail, the postcards. I'll have to get out the postcards and go through them. I know Legia for sure. I remember her. And I'll put her on here. There might be one in here from her. Linda Wren's. This was from Nancy Widner. And I'm just going to pull them out as this one is from Kathy Whitney. I know because she did this really cool ATC. Very nice. So Kathy Whitney. This is from Angie Brown. And welcome in. I'll come out and look at chat after I get this list done. Angie Brown. This might still be part of Angie's. I'm not sure. These are some postcards I sent to myself. I just stick them in with everything. I think these go with this one, which is from, no, that's Dee Dee. I'm going to say that this is Angie Brown's here. I'm not real sure. Dee Dee sent me a thank you for, let's see, who sent this? This is Dee Dee. I got two Dee Dees here. So Dee Dee Willingham, I'm going to put her on twice because she sent two. Actually, got another one back below. So Dee Dee Willingham. And I'm going to put her down on 15 too. Dee Dee Willingham. So if you send me more than one, you'll get on the name more than once. Here's... Actually, there's a third one here. Let's put her down on 19. I think this was a card I made for I made these cards. I think I don't know if I sent any out yet, though. I just made them. Off these stickers, I made 1, 2. This one, it's not done. I'm not counting me. This is from Hugs Lori. I think this is Lori Paint Girly. Lori Pink Girly, Lori Delp. I'm going to put Lori Pink Girly because that's how I know her. And I got a Christmas card stuck in here. Who's that from? It was a late one, I think. Heather Thornton. And she sent goodies in here. Heather Thornton. And there's this, whoops. Gotta craft the lunch. This is another postcard I sent to myself. I was testing the wax seal here, the glue seal. Heather Thornton. And this is another Dee Dee. Is that a Dee Dee? No, that's Mina. Here's a postcard. I just tucked some of my own postcards in here as I was cleaning up. This is from, this one's from Nina. And I think the envelope is from Nina. Nope, Arlene. One's from Arlene. But this card is from Nina. Because I see her signature on it. Mina Parrish. This one is from Arlene. Arlene. I think is it A-T-K-I-N-S or A-D? Zell. I got a little. This, I think this is just another one. No, this is from, it looks like Dee Dee, doesn't it? This is from Joyce Boring. Joyce Boring, I think she put it in a, to keep it from, so Joyce Boring. Thank you guys for all this happy mail. And I have another big box of it over the years. This is just what I've received recently. And this is more of Joyce's. Joyce, she stitched on these pages. She crocheted on the edges of paper. Isn't that cool? And I just tucked it in with everything. And this is from Sharon Lombard. I know because of the card. I love this card. It says, a place for everything and everything in its place. And there's some tags in here. I love that card. So that's from Sharon Lombard. And I would be all year trying to answer everybody. This I think there was a $20 bill in this. And this is from Giovanna. Now some of this might have been before Christmas, but it's been recent. And I don't know if I'm spelling it right, but I know who I mean. Giovanna A. This is from Anina, over in Switzerland. Anina. And her last name is Z-A-L-U-D. And I got some little loose things in here. I bet this came from Arlene. It looks like something Arlene would do. It's a shoe. It's a shoe. That might have been Giovanna's. I think if I remember right, that came out of Giovanna's. And let's see. This beautiful package came from Dee Dee. Dee Dee Willingham. And it's more of her. Oh, she sent me some she sent me some Society by Dick Collectors things. So Dee Dee gets on there again. She'll get in here one more time. She has a good chance of taking the show here. I have some, this, well, let's see, let's keep going here, Mary. I got a St. Patrick's Day card. I'm not sure who sent this. I think it goes with this, though, which was Arlene. Arlene got on here a couple times. Arlene. I'm just kind of abbreviating. And this, I'm not sure who sent this. There's a card, though. There's a card. And it is from Charlene the Crate. Charlene. And this might have been not recent, but I put it in with my recent stuff. Charlene. And I think what I was going to do was make a Happy Mail journal. I think that, I'm not really sure how that came, but we'll put Charlene on here. And then I have some Wisconsin vote cards. And here's a Christmas card that got returned. 2 Christmas cards that got returned. So I can't count those. Here's another vote for Dan. Vote for Dan Osborne. And who does Democrat Dan Osborne think he is? Those are just voting things. Here is a Dee Dee Willingham. I think this is the last one. She sent me a big... I've got enough Dee Dee to start my own Dee Dee journal. And I have to... I'm starting to accumulate it. So let's put Dee Dee... Let's put her on here one more time. Let's see, that would be 18. This is... Yeah. I'm going to have to... Now, I'm going to put Becky on here because she sent me that the Idea Collectors book. It came in a bigger package that I probably don't have, so I'm going to put Becky on here. Becky McCauley. All right, so I have 20. Well, that was a good guess. And I'm going to put all these back in and put this back away. And I will add to this list if I get more. I know I have some older Happy Mail. I'm going to put 21 because I know Ligia has sent me some postcards. Ligeia. And is it an O? Her last name. Okay. So I think I'm down to there. Now, my game that I'm going to play this, I don't want to send out packages and packages of Happy Mail, but I feel like I should say thank you to people that have been sending me things. I've got 21 in here that I know of right offhand. And I know I've got more as I clean. I'll make an older, let's date this. This is April, what, 11th? Is it April 11th today? Yeah, 2025. And what I want to do is I'm going to make a postcard. And I'm going to make one for me and one for whoever random org picks. And I'll send it out. And the next time I play the game, I'll pick another winner. Now, Dee Dee is on here several times. She can win more than once. So, if you send me I know Becky has sent me several things over the past years. So whenever I find her happy mail, I'm going to make another list. I'll just add to, and I'll date it. So, and just say, let's say that I received something from Kathy Whitney, and it could be a swap. It could be something from Beth Schuler's swap or something. Whenever I find it, you're going to get another chance. And it isn't a game. It isn't a contest. It's more or less a way for me to do something small to thank people for what they've done for me. So what I want to do is go out to random org, and I'm just going to choose a number between 1 and 21. And whoever it picks, I'm going to, let me get my phone out here. Whoever it picks, I'm going to send a postcard to. And I'm going to make a pretty simple postcard. I thought what I would do was take the Kleenex out of this Kleenex box and make an egg and put that rubber stamp that I was using this morning. I hope it's here. My little rabbit rubber stamp on there. And, you know, I don't know if I'll do anything else. I'll wait until I get inspired. Let me set that aside. I want to go out to random org, and I'll date it when. But now, let's just say it picks Kathy Whitney, and she's only on this list once. And if I do this again from the same list sometime next week, and it picks Kathy Whitney again, I'll take the next number down. But Dee Dee, if it picks Dee Dee more than once, I'll pick Dee Dee as many times as she has names on the list. That seems fair. All right. Dee Dee is really good about sending out happy mail. So is Becky. So I want to go, don't want to go to Amazon. I want to go to Firefox. And I was looking at J.B. Weld. I have something I need to weld together. I was reading about J.B. Weld stuff. New tab, and I'm going to put in, well, my mind just went blank. Sequence generator, random org sequence. Random org sequence generator. Well, it'll understand it. I misspelled generator. There's random org right here. And we're there, and between 1 and 21, the backspace, 21, and let's grab a number, number 20, which is Arlene. So Arlene is going to get a postcard from me. It'll be an Easter one. And I'm going to date this as 4/11/25. And let's see. I'm going to put date and date mailed. Okay. So let's go ahead and let me come out and look at chat, and then I'll do the postcards. And I'm going to keep this list right in this green folder here. So if I need the list again, it's in the green folder. All right. So let me come out and look at chat. Welcome folks in, say hello to everybody. I'm in the wrong channel. I have more than one channel. I have a channel that I just watch things that don't relate to art. Let's go to my channel, go to my live, and get rid of the undies ad. I was watching an ad this morning. I had to laugh. It's for, I might try that Prose. Have you guys heard of that Prose? It's a shampoo, conditioner. I see it advertised so much on YouTube. And I've been using Lady Clairol Herbal Essence, but I can't find it on Amazon. Well, the last time I looked, I haven't looked recently. I couldn't find it. And I really liked, I have dry hair. I have kind of a dry scalp. So I really need something to condition my hair. And I went out and worked in the yard today. I've got all the leaves and twigs and everything at the bottom, probably about 6 inches deep. And now I want to wet that all down, but I was finishing all of that up this afternoon. And so I came in and I was dirty and I had to take a shower. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I used the last of my Herbal Essence hair conditioner. I do like Head and Shoulders shampoo too. But anyway, I was watching this ad of this young guy who was taking a shower. Well, they only showed his shoulders, you know, and the back of his head. But he was in the shower washing his head, and I'm going, woo! I'm sitting here watching this young man take a shower. Oh, dear me. I'm getting old, I guess. I had to laugh. All right. But it only showed his shoulders up. If you want to know. But I had to laugh. I laughed at myself. All right. Let me come out to chat. Let me reset my chat. Chat filter. All messages. There you all are. Hi, Goldie. Yeah. Goldie's laughing. Allie K. Hi, Allie K. You get ads for that Prose shampoo all the time. It looks interesting as you tell them a bit about your hair and they customize the shampoo for you. I wonder how expensive it is. I've never gone to check out the expense. But I have pretty dry scalp and a pretty dry hair. Hi, Vale. Oh, my goodness, Vale, I've been missing you. Yes, it's been a while. You've been around. Oh, been a while since you've been around. Yeah, I've been missing you, Vale. There's Linda Renz. Linda, I opened your Happy Mail this morning. I am loving it. In fact, I was thinking if I get to it, what did I do with it? Well, I probably knocked it off on the floor. I have a Sprite can somewhere around here. I brought it in. I was thought that maybe I would do a leather necklace off of those leather bits that you sent me, Linda. I think I knocked my Sprite can off of the floor. I don't see it here. I see my Kleenex box. What happened to my Sprite can? Oh, dear. Oh, there it is. I was going to cut this, and Kat Kerr did these little necklaces, and she used metal. I'm going to use the inside of a Sprite can, but I have to be careful when I cut that. But we'll play with that later. Put it up there where I know where it's at. Thank you so much for the Happy Mail. And Lori Beth, thank you. I don't know if she's out there, but Goldie's here. Thank you, Goldie, for Lori Beth. I do have your things ready to send. I'm going to try to send them next week. It's all packaged. All I have to do is write the addresses on it and take it. And it's going to go media mail, so it may be slow. And I don't know if you can get tracking on media mail. I would doubt, but we'll see. Angie Brown, she says, I was being Meri. I was into my vinyl cutting. Yeah, Angie said in Jacqueline's chat that she was cutting vinyl for nails. I'm not sure. I don't wear much cosmetic stuff. I've seen those nails on the cosmetic aisles, but I've never bought them because I'll tell you, they wouldn't last with me very long. There's Mama Juju. Hi, Mama Juju. And Carol McDonald in our quiet corner. Hi, Carol. Mary, the hidden lace paperclip was from me. Oh, it was? What a great idea. Linda Wren sent one too in her mail this morning. And I would love to learn how to do those, because I've done hidden paperclip things, and I've hidden them, but not like that. I've got to learn how to do those. I do like them. Thank you, Goldie, for that. Goldie says, I was going to send my own home Happy Mail to her, but I kept procrastinating. That's what I do, Goldie. So I just tossed the paperclip into Lori since she was going to the post office. Well, thank you for that. That rabbit rubber stamp has traveled all over that desk. Yeah, where is it now? It's right here. He's going to get on an Easter egg. We're going to do one for Arlene and one for me. Goldie says, that's what I get for putting her paperclip into Lori's envelope. I didn't get on the list. Oh, you won't be on the list this time, but we'll put you on the list. I'm so sorry, Lori. I'm so sorry. You sent me Happy Mail and you didn't get put on the list because you put it in Lori's envelope. So, the next time I do a list, you'll be on here. Goldie. Steph. I'm so sorry. Thank you for calling my attention to that. If you guys see me do something questionable like that, or if I miss something, shout out. I don't mind being corrected if you do it gently. Let's see. Mama Juju is here. Angie Brown. Steph, she showed Lori Bess. You should be getting Happy Mail from me and Lori today or sooner. Yeah. Got it. Joyce Boring, Mama Juju. Welcome in, everybody. Bonnie Lipke, welcome in. Glad to have you join us. Carol McDonald, Linda, Carol, Allie K. I'm just looking, seeing who I missed. Aunt Beck is here. Becky is here. Mama Juju. Thank you, guys. Mina! There's Mina, way up here. She says, hi, Mary. Good to see you, Mina. I hope you're doing well. You had to get Bernadette. I think she had to go out. Here's where Vale came in. Jacqueline is here. Cynthia McCoy. Hi, Cynthia. And I can't go up any further. Bonnie Lipke says, I've been a subscriber, but I just don't get on YouTube much. Thank you. Teresa Church. Welcome in, Teresa. I'm doing some die cuts, so not paying attention to chat. That's okay. I'm glad you're keeping your hands busy. I like it when people are doing art, when they're listening. All right, so what I'm going to do is take apart this Kleenex box from the side here and take the Kleenex out, and I'll probably just take them out in the living room and use them as I sit in my recliner. What I want is the top, and to risk damaging it, I'm going to cut down about 1/2 inch below here. Let's take this part out. And I thought this is a good way to start sending some thank you mail back. When you guys send me Happy Mail, this is a nice way to say thank you back. And it won't always be Easter cards. It may be, it may be a 4th of July or Christmas card. And I'm just going to throw the rest of this away because I just don't want to deal with it. Although I could keep this for the chimney on my, let's save this, on my putz house. Although I probably will want to paint it red, but we'll take this anyway. I'm working on the roof of my putz house. I'm going to do the chimney, and I need to do a trellis on the side. And I need to finish putting the roof on, and I really think that putz house is about done. And we'll move on to the next one. So I've done 3 putz houses. And I started in December, so I'm really kind of 2 months behind, because this is, I could count that December one that I did as January, then I'd only be 1 month behind. Well, April's the 4th month. So, let's take the plastic off here. Throw that away. And I just didn't, sometimes when I rip this off, because it's so thin between these two, sometimes I destroy the oval here. Now, Arlene does not come into my evening chat, so she will be surprised. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time on these. Okay. And I'm going to save this one out and throw these others away. And I've got 2 postcards. Actually, I've got 4 out, but put those 2 away. Now, I'm just going to, let's draw it with the, if I can find it, the fine point here. What is this? Oh, that's my Jacqueline tab. Okay. And I'm just going to kind of put it in the center there. I'm not trying to be super duper neat. Whoops. Carol says, Angie, I have some vinyl I could send you. Ooh, there you go, Angie. Allie K says, Carol, did you change your name? Are you Carrie McDonald? Yes, she is. Angie, they sound amazing. Angie says, Joyce, I made them for the town festival. Some have our tiger paw. That is our school's, oh, your school mascot? So the kids will go for that. I've seen those, Joyce. You mean like the plastic ones? But I have vinyl that I could use. Thank you for thinking of me. Aw. Allie K says, I've tried them before. They are nice, but I really like the short nails. I find that most of those are too long for me. Even the ones that say short are usually too long for my liking. And there's Laura Jersey. Hi, Laura Jersey. Jersey girl. I'm going to sneeze, you guys. It's teasing me. Welcome in, Jersey. Okay. So I'm just going to trace around this. And it might be a little rough because this was a perforated but that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. You know, I got that. I don't know if there's a big oval, though. Stencil from... Oh, that's okay. That's good enough. It just enough to make it look like an egg. And let's do this one. I'm only going to do two. One is going to go to Arlene, and the other one's going to come back to me. There we go. Just a light outline. And the stamp itself, excuse me, let's stamp on something here. I'm going to stamp on the back of this paper. This is my sticker paper, not this. This is the back of it. It'll be torn away. I like to test my stamp. And let's see. I'm going to sneeze. It's staying. I got to sneeze. I got a Kleenex here. Achoo! Excuse me. Excuse moi. Okay, after I do that, I have to sanitize my hands. I'm sanitizing my hands. I don't, especially when I'm doing art that I'm going to send to other people. I just feel like it's cleaner. Now, I think I'll do this. Let's draw an egg on here. Let's do a prototype on the back of this, just to get an idea of what I want to do. Where's my stencil? And this will get cut apart when I cut those ladies out, but this is okay. It's just something to experiment on. So there's the egg. And what I thought I would do is just put him in the center, kind of. Now you could do all sorts of things to decorate this egg. You could get really fancy with it. I don't think I'll get too fancy because it's just a postcard to say thank you. Oh, he needs to be up a little higher, but that's okay on this. So, let's see, I put him here, so I need to move him up like that, just a little higher. And then I'll just think I'll take and draw maybe rickrack, and this will just be done by hand. And let's put some dots. Let's decorate this Easter egg. He's kind of crooked on here, but this is just the experiment one. And I guess my dots go in here. And let's do some lines like so. And what do I want to do in here? Do I want to do anything? I gotta think. What should I do? Oh, excuse me, you guys. My code is not completely over with. just not completely over with. So, what do I want to do there? I could put, I don't want to get too fancy though. I could put a daffodil kind of in here. Like that. And one up in here. Let's see. And I just want to just do something like that. And then I'll paint it with my, I'm going to paint it with my paint markers, my Sharpie paint markers. Okay. So, depending on how this turns out, this will either be for me or thee. Okay, I want this rabbit up just a little higher. All right, we'll see how this looks. Thank you, Vale. I feel like I'm going to sneeze again. Angie says, Goldie, I started to mail your package, but I got busy. So I will mail it one day next week. That sounds like Mary. It's coming. It's all wrapped and ready to go. I need to package up the others. I need to work on things for the Fib Diggity creators. We are, if you're in a part of the Fib Diggity creators group, we do live streams. We have a live stream coming up Monday night at 7:30 p.m. Central. Just saying. All right, I'm happy with that. And let's do the zigzag in here. I think I'll make it the bottom one first. You know, and this doesn't have to be gorgeous, gorgeous art. It could just be something to say thank you is really what I'm after. And let's do a zigzag here. Kind of make it go down a little. And back up a little. Okay, and let's put some circles in there. And I drew daffodils on here, and I'm drawing these daffodils from memory, so if they don't look exactly like a daffodil, I'm so sorry. And they really have little things coming out. And sort of like that, and then they have their little leaves coming down like so. And then they're actually on long stems with kind of long leaves. Let's do another one in here. And, all right, that suits me. And let's do another one here. And I'll get this out in, well, my brother can mail it tomorrow, but it won't go out until, because tomorrow's Saturday, it won't go out till Monday. Because he goes to the post office after the lady closes up. He waits till she closes, then he goes. All right. So I want it a little high and as straight as possible. Well, that wasn't as high as what I thought, but okay. So Easter is next Sunday, I believe. And we've been invited out by my nephew's family. So we're going to be having Easter with 500 other people. It's a restaurant. She said she made reservations. She said she had to make it a little bit earlier than she planned, but she said they got 500 people for reservation. And I said, oh, we're going to have Easter dinner with 500 people. Okay. And then we'll do a zigzag here. And this was my own stamp that I carved, so it's not a purchase stamp. It's my own carving. And it's actually one that I really liked. I felt like it was a success. Some of my stamp carvings, you know, just like everything else, you need to practice. Now, I want to take my ruler. Let's see. How do I want to do this? I put things away this morning because I was cleaning off my desk. Now I don't have what I want. And this I think is too big, although I could use it. No. Let's just eyeball it. Here. Here. And this is just eyeballing it. There. And there. And then I'm going to draw lines. Well, I eyeballed that one pretty good. From here to here. And let's do a like that. Whoops, that one got a little, and I don't want to mess it up. We'll just leave it like it is. Kind of doing a Art Deco border around here. Like that. something like that. It doesn't have to be perfect. It'd be nice if I were perfect, but I'm not, so there you go. And the bottom. Now, if I were real talented, I would be putting Easter lilies around there, but I did not put my daffodils in here. Let's put some daffodils. In here. And it's just me drawing. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be perfect. But it's an Easter greeting. Now look at the difference. What a difference that frame makes. What a difference the frame makes. Let me stop a minute and take care of things here. I still have my cold. Excuse me for the blowing the nose. But if I don't, it'll drip onto my drawing, and we don't want that. And we'll sanitize my hands again. Mary, they look amazing. You love that bunny. Thank you, Teresa. Carol says they have a big show they are getting inventory for in British Columbia. Carol says, Angie, no, I ran outside to help my son with some of the wooden ornaments he was finishing up. Oh, he's going to participate in a big showing of wooden ornaments? And Beck, wake up, Angie says, no sleeping. Did Becky go to sleep? Becky puts in some pretty full days, so she comes in and, oh, thank you, Jersey. Vale says good evening to Angie. And let's see what else is going on out there. I like to make the nails, Angie says. I can't craft with them. I don't like long nails, Angie says. I don't like long nails because I can't craft with them. And I'm back to where I sneezed. Allie K says, I've tried them before. They are nice, but they're talking about fingernails. False fingernails. All right, so let's just put some curves in here, sort of curves. They all won't be perfect. but that's okay. I'm not perfect. Oh, let me draw the double lines here, so I know where I'm going. Whoops. Can't see. Cannot see. Now, could you imagine if I did 8 of these? I'd be here till 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm learning my lesson. I'm learning my lesson not to do so much. I think I can do more than I really can accomplish in the time that I have. I said, oh, I can do that. No problem. And then there's a problem. And we need to do one more line here. There we go. I'm pretty happy with that. Now my bunny, I think I'm going to leave him white. Give him a pink nose. And I am going to use the paint markers. So we want yellow for sure. Which I think is that. Green. Maybe the darker green. I don't know which is the darker green. The darker green and the darker blue. I'll have to test my colors. I think this is the darker green. No, maybe it's this one. I'll have to test these. And pink. There's a big pink. Here's the yellow. There's the yellow that I wanted. This is more of a cream color. Pink. Well, there's red. But I think I have a pink. Pink. And I'll pull this color out. Could try that lavender. I think one of these is, I think that's the pink, the little pink. Where's my lavender? Purple. White. White. I think that's a light blue. I'm looking for the lavender. I don't use it much. Black. Lavender. Purple. All right, let's do a swatch here of my colors. Let's do a swatch test. Oh, it's never here when I want it. Hold on. I wanted to get the watercolor snippet. All right. So let's start with these. This is the Premier green. No, that's a blue. See? That's blue. Premier blue. Now that looks like a light blue to me. But that does too. So is that more green? I don't know. See, these blues and greens confuse me. And this, I think, is the dark green. Or is that blue? Are you colorblind, Meri? I think that's the dark green. We're going to use that probably. And this is the dark blue. Yeah, I probably need to get me a new set of... I got a new set of the little ones. This is yellow. We'll use that for sure. Or is that pink? I think that's pink. I'm sorry, that's pink. That is pink. Where's my yellow? This is the yellow. Oh, that's a pretty yellow. All right, we'll use pink and yellow. And these greens and blues confuse me. I guess that's a light green. They confuse me because they're so similar. I think that's a green and that's a green. That's a dark green. That's a blue. That's a lavender. There's another pink. Pinks. That's the same thing as that other one. This is the purple. We'll use that. And I think this is purple too. No, that's black. Red. I don't know about the red. Red looks like a dark pink to me. And this is that creamy color. It's kind of a light yellow. Cream. And this is another blue. Another dark blue in here. And some of these are getting dry because I've had them for a while. All right, my bunny, let's start with pink ears. Let me turn the fan toward me. Let's put some pink ears in here. And a pink nose. So, the blues and greens are, let's use this darker yellow for the daffodils. They're really a lighter yellow, but on here they're going to be kind of dark. Maybe we can do light on the, let's see, where's that lighter creamy color? Is it this one? In here. Oh, that's too light. Too light for me. These daffodils are going to be a darker yellow. Even though they're kind of a, daffodils are kind of a lighter yellow, but I like how these are showing up on here. I should really kind of put some lines in here for the... And I don't bother to make sure that every little inch of my design is colored in, because I feel like if there's a little white showing through, that it gives it some dimension. So if you look at my art, you might see white edges on some of these. And I know it's there. I don't worry about it. Okay. Now, the darker green, and I want to make sure I have the darker green. See those? I think this is that's either light blue or dark blue. I just get so confused with these colors. These two look the same to me. See, are these green? Is that a green? That's the red and the pink again. Where's that Premier? Where's that? That's this up here. I think that's a blue. I want to call it a green, but I think it's a blue. So which one of these am I going to call green? This one? And the dark green would be this? Yeah. See, it's so hard to... These two look alike to me. And this almost looks like a blue. This, guess it really doesn't matter. I could have blue leaves. I think that's a green. So we're going to use that on my stems. Yeah. Now, for the rickrack, I think I do want the blue or the pink. And I think I'm going to go with that, maybe that purple, because I know that that's a purple color. I kind of like that. We'll do that on this. And down here. Now, there was nothing hard about this at all. You could do this with a Kleenex box, and maybe you have a rabbit stamp. And I'm making this fairly simple. I'm not trying to do masterpiece art here. Okay. Boy, that really adds to it, doesn't it? That purple really makes it pop out. Okay, then I want that yellow for the dots, the darker yellow for the dots. And they aren't going to show up that much, but and I think I'm going to try it on one of these. Doesn't matter which one, I guess. The one that if I didn't work good, I'll keep it for me. But I think I'm going to put a yellow frame around here. There we go. Now let's do the other one. See the difference in just the pop of color really makes a difference on these. Just a little pop of color. Now I am going to draw the egg, make it pop out a little bit more, but you'll see. I'll finish this. There we go. Now, let's take the one of them is black. This one, make sure I have the black. I almost think that's too thick. Where's my... Oh, my pen plus gear. And where's my stencil? There we go. And if I were brave, I would outline these a little bit more, but I don't want to go back and do that. I did not want to put this on first because if I do this and then paint, it smears it. So we'll just leave it just like that. I've had that issue before with that paint smearing when I use a darker color around it. The yellow, the lighter colors. Yeah, I kind of got a thicker line there. Probably send that one to me. Okay. So I'm pretty happy with that. So let's turn it over like this and write postcard on it. And draw a line. And we'll just do a arrow. And let's just do the 3 and maybe a dot and a dot. And then we're going to stamp a bunny. The bunny stamp. Where's my ink? And we're not going to color him. He's just going to be white. What time is it? 9 o'clock already. Oh my goodness, how time flies. Of course, I don't start till 7:30 on Friday nights, but... And this is the one that I'm going to send to myself because I got it dark in there. So, and I don't mind that, but I want to send the neater one to Arlene. So I'm going to put 4, 11, 20, 25, date it. And then I'm just going to say, hi, Mary. I'm sending it to me. Hi, Mary. Happy Easter. And I could say Happy Easter, but I'm just going to say Happy Easter. And then I'll sign it, Mary. Yeah, sign it, Meridel. A-M-S. And then when I address this, I'll address it with my fine light pen, and down below, let me put this lid on. Write the Meri Atelier. And then this will go to me. And I'll finish addressing it before I send it. I just put it, well, I got my name there too, but just so I get as much on here as I don't have to do later. All right. So we'll finish addressing that tomorrow. But that's what it'll look like. It's a pretty simple little card. Nothing to, just a way to say thank you for the happy mail that you guys send to me. So let's do this one. This one goes to Arlene. Postcard. And the line. I'm going to move it over just a teeny bit. And the arrows. And the little lines and putting one dot. And then we need a stamp. Wait, where's my... Well, let's do... Well, no, let's do the stamp. Angie says, I've been making rabbit. That's what's, that says Happy Easter on them. Sign. Oh, you've been making rabbit signs that say Happy Easter on them? Aw, that's cool, Angie. Good night, Carol. Have a good evening. There's different colors for daffodils anyway. Lori says, yeah, we've got white and yellow ones. But our yellow ones are not that dark of a yellow, but it is what it is. It is what I have. There we go. So my little rabbit stamp. Let's put my ink pad away. Or over here where I can find it. Now I want to go back to this marker and write 4/11/2025. And hi, Arlene. And just put Happy Easter. So when I do these cards, I'm not going to do really fancy dancy ones, I don't think. Because I'd like to get them done. Let me sign it here. And where's my fine liner here? Right here. And I'm going to wait to address Arlene's. Because I want to make sure I'm spelling her name right. Alright. So there they are. Where's the other one? Alright. So let's put, well, I'll keep my 10 plus gears out. This way, I feel like I can do a happy mail, and I can't do, I so much want to send stickers of my bunny rabbits, but I am so backed up on happy mail, I was talking about that this morning, that I just feel like I cannot back myself up anymore. So much my thought is there. You know, it's in my brain to want to do it, but I just have to, I have to stop because I'm not getting things mailed out. But these I can just put a stamp on and I'll do a thumbnail. I'll do thumbnails of these. So I have a little time left. This is Lisbeth thread, size 10, and it's kind of twisty to tap with. What I want to do is take a length off here and put it in my walnut die and dye it and see just by doing that if it takes the twist away. And I'm just going to do I'm going to take this because I had pulled all this off and I was running it like this to see if it would take out some of the twist. And in the tatting group, they told me to use, they call it thread saver or something like that. I can't remember the name of it. Or wax. But I'm going to try to dye this because I like playing with it. And I'm going to see if it takes out some of the twist by just getting it wet and dyeing it. And this is something that K3N would probably do. Only she puts hers in a bundle. I'm not going to bundle my thread because I want it to get thoroughly. And I'm going to do quite a bit of it here. I'm going to do this round that's around the ball. Because I had undone all of this. I don't use Lisbeth thread that much, mostly because the twist, I'm not that talented yet to handle all the twisting. There we go. Let's cut this off. Now, I'm going to let me move my phone, and I suppose I should get I did buy some more wax paper, but I didn't bring the sack in with me. I think I have a little left here. Did I use all of it? No, I have a little left. And I forget which is my dark dye. We're going to try this. I think it's this one. Because I think I took the other out. Hang on, let's get that swatch card. I put it in here. Let's try a swatch. Oh. I don't know if I want to use this one. Find me a brush that I want to use. That's more of a watercolor brush. I'll use one that's more of a crafty brush. Well, that's kind of light, isn't it? That's not my dark. That's not the dark. I should take this and throw it out because this is made with acorns and the dye is not as deep as the walnut. Let me get up here and see where my walnut dye is. Pushed it behind. No. And that's something I need to look at. Where's my walnut dye? We'll put on this one. I'm going to take this other out and throw it out because it's acorn dye. and I did something with it that let's test it here. I can tell this is much darker. Get it open. Hold on. There. Just needed a little strength. Yeah, see the difference? And of course you can layer this, but I imagine when this thread dries, it'll probably be about this color, which is okay, but I want to see if by dyeing it, if it'll take out some of that twist. Lisbeth thread is known for its twist. Let me put this brush in the water. And what I'm going to do is set that aside and grab my thread. Oh, I guess I didn't want to put that in the water. Let me get that brush out again. Hold on, let me get a towel. And all I want to do is put this, just dip it in there. And I'll have to untangle it. I know that. But I don't mind that. It's kind of fun to untangle stuff. Get it back out again. Now I'm just going to let this dry, and we'll check on it Sunday night and see what color it is. And we'll check to see if what the tangle is like. That's all I wanted to do there. Put that back in the water. I'm going to have to go out in the kitchen and get me some more walnut ink. And I'm going to throw out all my, I think I got more acorn ink out there too. I'm going to throw it all out. I don't like it. Let me put this back. And this I'll just set aside. Not too messy. And I'm just folding it like this to move it. I'll open it up when I find a resting place for it. Somewhere. Right here on top of this book. What's this? Oh. Okay. I do so need to get in here and clean and sort, but I've been working out in the yard, and that's been consuming my time. The other thing I want to do tonight is finish putting the roof on this. We glued the part of this roof on here. Now I want to glue this tab on, and it goes over here and here. And these two tabs are going to be more interesting to put on, but I think they will fit. I might have to trim them down a little. But I'm going to put some glue here and then on the back of this tab, and we're going to fold that in and tape it and let that set. And then Sunday night I'll do these two, and yeah, my little English cottage is getting done. I want to build a chimney, and I want to do a trellis. Those will be the two last things I'll do to this. So let's glue this. And I'm going to leave the tape on there. Get my tacky glue here. Oh, I've been using these little paintbrush sticks for glue sticks here. And I just want to put some glue here and then on the back of this little tab. I think I want to do a farmhouse next, just a white farmhouse type building. Uh-oh. Something fell behind me. I stuck that stuff. I moved a bag so that I could put that. And I guess the bag I didn't get into a very steady spot. There. And then on the back of this tab here. Right in here. Oh, getting some of the thatch in there. And that will go over in here, just like that. I might have to trim some of this other stuff up. It looks like I gotta. And I'm gonna put a piece of tape. Let me put my glue back. I'm going to put a piece of tape on this like I did the other side. Just kind of holds it while it's drying. Piece of painter's tape. I think this is the last row I have of, oh, what was her name? Journey? Journey sent me 6 rolls of this painter's tape. And I've been using and using and using it. So it's on this side. I have to get my fingers in there. Good thing I got long fingers. Use the other side of this stick. They aren't quite long enough. There we go. Nobody's going to look in there anyway. Okay. And this one will go up in here when I get ready to do it. And then I want to put a chimney on. I'm not going to make the chimney tonight. And I want to do a trellis, a flower trellis over here. Is that? That's not where I want it. It's in too far. Uh-oh. Now I want to mess with it. Well, it is pretty even there, though, so I guess I'll leave it alone. This is the hanger. This is the back of the cottage, and this is the front. The front looks better, I think. And I'm going to put a chimney over on, I guess, this side, because that's where the fireplace is. And it'll hang. It'll hang on the tree. Be a big. My brother will say, "What are you putting on the tree?" With my wildlife ornaments. It's a cottage. Oh, these aren't. Yeah, there we go. These will go in there. Okay, so that's all I wanted to do to that. Let's put this in the water. And throw that towel away. And just set this aside and let it dry. Got a place for it over there. Let's check this out. I haven't looked at this stuff for a while. Let's put a paper down. Hold on, let me find a paper. This will do. Let's see what's in here. Oh, that's a seal that I made out of, I think that's Play-Doh. Seal. Ouch. A little spoon. Just little stuff in here. Little thingies. Let's see what I have. This comes off of before Samsung went to Bluetooth earbuds. I was buying all those earbuds, and this was the top of the box that hung up on the rack. And I think they make neat little drawer pulls if I ever want one. There's a little cardboard sign. A little, almost looks like a fingernail. Little decorative elements. And these are, I think these are erasers. I think I got these from Aaron at the Aaron Dax. These are erasers, and they're Santa Clauses on there. I think I got them from her. She does that type of thing. And here's an earring with beads on it. Here's another paper clip. A little button with a whale on it. A little dragonfly charm. I kind of like that. I'm going to keep him out, put him in my drawer over here. And this is a fleur-de-lis charm. I'm going to put him in the drawer too. And this is a bezel. I think I got these from Tim Holtz Ranger ink. Little bezel type thing. You put resin in it. Here's a little spoon. It's a pretty little spoon. Charm. I like that. Here's another one of those erasers. It's a ghost. I love going through this stuff. I forget that I even have it. This is the top of some silverware piece. It's really pretty. It'd be neat to maybe make a impression. Let's see. All I have is the red Play-Doh left, but I want to see if I can make an impression with that. Oh, I got that Model Magic. I don't know what I did with it. I think I put it back in that bag from this morning, but let's see if this will make an impression in my Play-Doh. May not be able to get it out again. I think it did. It's hard to tell. I'll have to let it dry and then I'll do a rubbing on it. I think it did make a pretty impression. It's hard to see it. It'd be easier to see if it was white, I think. But we'll let that dry. It didn't hurt this any. I think it did make a nice little impression. I'll lift that up after I get all this stuff off of it, off the paper. This is a little roll of washi tape of sewing machines. Came from somebody. Happy mail. Put this, I guess I got 2 of those. Here's another fleur-de-lis. I'm going to save those out. It's a little bee, I think, here. Save that one out, too. This is just a little jewelry piece here. Looks like a head of a bead. Here's another little winged. They're either butterflies or bees. I think they're butterflies now. I call them bees. Here's a leaf and a little scoopy flower of some sort. Here's another fleur-de-lis. Let's save those 2 out. Here's another one of those. Another fleur-de-lis. I get those fleur-de-lis at the bead shop. Oh, I'm getting into my... This looks like a bird. I think it's just a piece. It almost looked like a bird on this side. Looked like a bird. Huh. A bead. What's this? Another fleur-de-lis. I guess I'll save all of those out. Another. There's a rose. And another dragonfly. Another bezel. Whoops. Bezel. Just a little. Is that a rubber band or fabric? That's fabric. I'm going to keep that. I guess I should put all of those in this little bag. Probably where they came from. This is an earring with beads on it. Look like it matches that other one that I had. This is something with, I think those are the 10 Commandments. Are those the 10 Commandments? Nope, there's nothing on them. Just little pieces there. Fleur-de-lis. Those were little butterfly beads and leaf. And this one always reminds me of a doll. It came off of a necklace. I tore it apart a long time ago. Got quite a few of those little butterfly beads. I don't know where they came from. A little gold button with something on it. I think there's a flower on that. Another butterfly bead and leaves and some leaves. A couple more really thin dragonflies there. It's just a... This came from Ranger. Another fleur-de-lis and another dragonfly and a... Okay. So let's take these and put them in here. Minus the ones that... Can I just scoop them in there? Get in there. Don't be stubborn, get in there. Yeah. Guess we'll pick them up and put them in. So it's getting late. It's 9:30. I don't have much more that I want to do tonight. Oh, I could cut that pop can down, but I think I'll save that for Sunday night. Linda Renz sent me some leather pieces that I think will be really fun to play with those necklaces, those cat purr multimedia necklaces. Little sequins. All right, I'm going to put these in that drawer too, because I'm always looking for that type of stuff for something or other. Now, let's hold this up. Let's put this back. The red is what I have left. I've had this Play-Doh for 3 or 4 years. Let's see if I can show you the imprint on here. Maybe I can see it better here too. I think it did imprint on there. If this dries, I'll take and do a rubbing on it and see what comes out. I've got some Model Magic that I might try this with. I buy that Model Magic at Dollar Tree. So we did postcards tonight. We did a Happy Mail game, and it's mainly what I got done. I dyed that thread and went through those beads. I'm kind of tired tonight, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off. It's only around 9:30. So I wish you guys a happy weekend. Go do some art. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. I will be on again Sunday evening at 6 p.m. Central Time. And I'm not sure what we'll do. Jen says, Mary, when are you going to start drawing again? So maybe I'll do some drawing. I have to kind of be in the mood for it. All right, everybody. Good night. Have a great weekend. Bye.